All right, we are back here. We're going to wrap up half the day. We got teen action coming out. Again, we have our teen, which for those of you who have graduated our youth program, we're heading into our teen class. Then we'll do our UTV bounty and wrap up the day with bouncer and unlimited bouncer. Very, very awesome. Appreciate everybody tuning in with us today. Everybody at the park, as well as all of our online watchers.
Yeah, there's a great view on the screen right now of our crowd of spectators out here today.
You can see, like, that last quarter is just buggies scattered everywhere. It's very cool. I was walking my buggy, and I'm, like, parting a sea of people to get to the buggy. It was very, very cool to see. Appreciate everybody coming out.
Well, it's a perfect day to be outside enjoying some racing. We've been loving this beautiful weather here at Windrock this weekend, and we just saw some fun youth class racing.
Yeah.
They just wrapped up both of their courses. And like Matt said, we are just about ready to kick off Course 2 for the UTV teen class. And then we'll get into UTV Bounty and wrap it up with the bouncers.
Yeah, again, our teen class was a lot more violent than I anticipated. We had quite a few rollovers and some breakage. But I think they got everybody towed out of the way. And I know we had a Maddie Darnell. I looked like her vehicle's back going again, so I think she'll be doing some racing with us here shortly. Her dad was over here doing some thrashing on it, got it put back together. One producer using like impact. He goes, sorry. He goes, right next to where the production driller's at. But, it takes
do what you gotta do.
Takes an army of people to keep this production going, as well as all the racers going in different classes. So shout out to all the fans and as well as the parents out there helping keep all of our youth kids and teen kids going in the right direction, as well as keep the vehicles going. Then we had a handful of them to help get everybody flip back over earlier.
Yeah, it looks like from Course 1, Noah Butler had the fastest time. And then it was Sadie Ellison and Ramsey Trainer. Those are your top three for Course 1. Looks like Noah Butler's going to be kicking us off for Course 2.
Again, this teen class has been very competitive so far today.
I believe that Noah is from, let's see, the Kansas City area?
Yeah.
I think is what I heard. So he's come a little way to race with us today. Been doing some racing out there in some other series, so glad to have him come join in the fun. Whoa,
wow.
With the NRRA. Way to stay with it there, Noah. That was a downhill, all right.
That's a 52.890 for Noah Butler. Okay, we got about a dozen in our teens amateur class.
Got Jace Northington up next. I'm sure they were doing some work on
yeah.
his buggy too after Course 1. Front end kind of folded.
Yeah,
landing on
definitely
on the downhill.
I think they were in the driver group asking for an A-arm.
Glad they were able to get it back together. Jace had a second place finish overall for the 2025 season. So he got some great racing under his belt last year. Just like we've talked about in our other classes, I really think that our teen class it's anybody's game for 2026. Going to be interesting to see what these guys and gals are able to do.
They're laying down some really quick times here.
Great run from Jace. 58.755 for Jace Northington.
Just making sure we get a course clear here, I think. Robert Trainer up there doing some double checking.
For Ramsey Trainer.
Getting all of our safety checks in. That's Ramsey Trainer from Rowdy Boy Racing. As is his dad doing the safety checks there. His dad also is a helper in our youth section.
Yeah, that's a good reminder that aside from the many safety requirements that we have for all of our drivers, like 5-point harnesses, HON systems, full-face helmets, fire suppression systems and such, we also do a last-second safety check at the starting line. Make sure that everything is buckled and ready to go before we send them off the line. So thank you to all of our staff and volunteers that help with those safety checks and keeping everybody safe and ready to roll out here.
Again, you'll see the bouncers here shortly going up right where these guys are coming down, and then going down right where these guys are coming up. So, again, we'll be utilizing a lot of this course here shortly.
Ramsey took home the win in our youth class last season. He has moved on up or graduated, as we've been saying, to the teen/amateur class this season and doing an awesome job.
Did a great job there. That's a 61.696 for Ramsey Trainer.
We've got Clara Hoback on the line now.
Who's our co-driver there?
I think it's Brantley.
Okay.
She got Brantley Havens in there, co-driving and giving her some pointers along the way.
I'm sure he'd be an excellent co-driver.
It's awesome to see the camaraderie between all the drivers out here. Not just the youth class, we talked about them, playing with all their friends, but among all of our classes and drivers, there's such a great sense of friendship and camaraderie. Everyone's enjoying the day and hanging out together. Definitely being competitive, but still willing to jump in and be a co-driver like Brantley is with Clara. Or to loan some parts or tools or give a helping hand putting a buggy back together in between runs for somebody that might turn around and, lay down a faster time than you. You never know.
And I've seen that happen before, too. Again, very, very crazy to see. But
71.638 for Clara Hoback. Well done.
Awesome job. Yeah, it is kind of neat to see that camaraderie in the pits when there's guys, working on the buggy, trying to get everything thrashed and get back together, and then the guy goes up beat you. But I don't think anybody's mad because, again, I would much rather straight up get beat than have to win by some kind of weird technical error. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be back right after these messages.
Here we are, Dan Bowman, starting the 2026 season off. It's a familiar buggy to some folks, but it's new to you.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
right, guys, welcome back. We are not quite halfway through course 2 for the UTV teen class, and we've got Josie Northington on the line.
Hit some rocks tagging that front end, it sounded like. Josie and brother Chase both battle it out with each other, I'm sure at home as well as on the course here.
The Northingtons come out of Benton, Kentucky to race with us. Josie says she watched brother Jace racing, and that's what inspired her to get involved too.
I like that.
You can follow them on Facebook on their page J&J Racing if you guys want to support their race program. And Josie would like to give a shout out to Off-Road Performance, Totally Baked Powder Coating, ORB, Raceline, and AMSOIL for supporting her race program.
That's a 61.384 for Josie Northington.
Here we go with Maddie Darnell. That front wheel's leaning a little bit still, but
Yeah, I'm sure they took some abuse, everybody. For those that didn't see her first run, it was pretty violent. So I know they were doing a ton of work to that front passenger side. So I'm sure they were using all the spare parts they could muster up at that point.
hey, good for her for getting back out here. All right, well, Maddie got an attempt at the course. She got herself a few points there.
Heck yeah.
And that looks like we've got Sadie Ellison coming off the line now.
Man, they're just tagging the front end of that. You can always hear it going ping through echoing out through the hill out here. There we go. Nice and smooth. Good job.
Sadie had the second fastest time on course 1. She's on par for another nice, smooth run. .534 for Sadie Ellison.
Is that everybody, or do we have another one?
Right now we've got Noah Butler in the lead with a 52, followed by Jace Northington with a 58. And then Josie Northington with a 61.
Joshua Hammond, clock is on.
All right, Joshua Hammett taking off that race line, starting again. I think this is going to wrap up our teen class here. We may have one more. Again, this is a super gnarly course that our teen class is racing out here. I know at home it doesn't look like much, but I promise you it's extremely gnarly.
Oh, yeah. Remember, everything in person is always more than it looks on your screen. The ruts are deeper, the hills are steeper, the ledges are taller, all of it. This is Josh's first time racing with us here at the NRRA. Not the first Hammett that we've had out here, though. We might see his dad out here racing with us again.
Flying through there. See what that time's going to be. That's a 65.546 for Joshua Hammett.
Can I confirm that's the last one? Can I confirm that's the last one? All right, get production thing to wrap that up. That was the last one, right? Yep.
All right. While we get that wrapped up, we're going to take a quick commercial break as soon as Bree gives us these results. And then we'll be back right after those messages.
Yeah, let's take a quick run through what we had for Course 2 with our teen class. Noah Butler had the fastest time with a 52, followed by Jace Northington with a 58. Josie Northington with a 61.3. Then we had Ramsey Trainer with a 61.6. Josh Hammett with a 65. Sadie Ellison with a 66. And Clara Hoback with a 71. Awesome job to all of our teen drivers for their day of racing. And like Matt said, we are going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back to get kicked off with Course 2 for UTV Bounty.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
The trail doesn't take it easy, so why should your Jeep? Supercharge your Jeep for improved capability, power, while keeping your warranty and trust in your vehicle intact. Born for the trail. Now evolved to be the best. Edelbrock Superchargers. Add the power your Jeep's been missing.
All right, we are back. It looks like Nathaniel Bell is sitting in that race line where that his new chassis is. Again, he's no stranger to be on the podium. Definitely excited to see him come out and compete with this new chassis he built.
Yeah, Nathaniel finished second overall last season for the Bounty class.
You see some of the bouncer drivers there, patiently anticipating their runs. So we have all the youth and all the teen class done. So the sun did pop out for a little while. Looks like we have some rain clouds moving in. But,
no, don't say that.
But I think we'll be safe. It really has been a beautiful, beautiful day. Kind of a nice light breeze, just perfect weather here in Oliver Springs, Tennessee.
Definitely a pleasant surprise compared to what the weather normally is when we're here when we're out in the spring.
Very thankful. All right, clock is hot. Here we go.
As a reminder, our top 5 from course 1 in Bounty was Cooper Bentley, followed by Brian Smith, then Nathaniel Bell, Nathan King, and Casey Howell. See how course 2 shakes out.
That's a long hike there up that hill. Gonna hook this last turn and through the finish line.
Nicely done.
Well played. That's a 60.534 for Nathaniel Bell. Again, that's our first UTV Bounty on course 2 of our season open here at Oliver Springs, Tennessee, at Windrock Off-Road Park, presented by Mickey Thompson. Looks like we've got Cooper Bentley pulling up in that race line starting gate.
All right, Cooper had the fastest time on course 1. Cooper is running for Alston Tidwell's points today in Bounty class.
Mr. Chocolate Milk himself. Doing a little pre-running for the bouncer class, I think. Again, that second ledge is pretty gnarly as well. And that is a long, steep climb there. Turning around those RCV flags and coming back down the RCV alley there.
$61.138.
He was running for Alston, right?
Not a bad time, but not enough to squeak out Nathaniel Bell. We still have a lot of racers to go for course 2, though. Looks like Riley Pete coming up to the line.
All right, clock is out. Here we go.
Riley says he's been racing for about 5 years himself, but he's been around it since the SRRS, now known as the NRRA, of course, first started with his dad Pete Deck and Brandon Dillon being race partners until they retired. And I know Brandon Dillon is out here right now.
There's some big ruts coming down that hill. It almost looks like going straight down instead of going through that Mickey Thompson mountain they were climbing this morning. Looks like they're headed straight down that RCV alley. fastest time's going to be here. That's a 64.434 for Riley Pete.
Looks like we've got Martin Stewart lining up now, running for Michael Bynum's points.
Ooh. Whoa!
He's all over the place out there.
He is. Nice smooth straight there. A little drop off, little kick right there. There we go.
$62.910 for Martin Stewart. Right now it's Nathaniel Bell with the fastest time of a 60, followed by Cooper Bentley with a 61, Martin Stewart with a 62, and Riley Pete with a 64.
I can hear some of our bouncers getting fired up back there. All right, we got Nathan King sitting on that race line starting gate. Nathan with that iconic General Lee wrap. He did get the new horn put on. There he goes.
There it is. Channeling his inner Bo and Luke dude. Cool. That's what we call pinballing up the hill.
He's really bouncing side to side, still clawing his way up there, and it looks like he's out the top.
Trying to stay ahead of his own dust cloud, I
For
think.
real. He is all over the place right now.
Man, you can see the dirt flying. It's
Yeah.
just so loose out here today.
There we go. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. That was a Nathan King with an 81.124. And while we get the course set up, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're back with racing action right after this.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
Hey, oh my goodness, he neutral dropped it. That's about a 5,000 RPM neutral drop.
Yes.
Whatever you drive, however you drive, AMSOIL specially engineers lubricants to maximize power, performance, and protection in your vehicle. Our Shop by Vehicle tool takes the guesswork out of picking the right oil and filter for your vehicle. Then choose the best product and packaging option for you and get everything you need to complete the job shipped right to your door for the protection you demand and the performance you deserve. Shop by Vehicle at AMSOIL.com.
What you want. No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
All right, we're back with Casey Howe sitting on that race line starting gate. Here's our top five. We got Nathaniel Bell sitting in first, Austin Tidwell sitting in second, Michael Bynum sitting in third, Riley Pete sitting in fourth, and Nathan King rounding out that top five. All right, clock is hot. Here we go.
Casey Howell, our season champ from last year in the Bounty class. He's got his work cut out for him to stay ahead of the pack again this year. Time to beat right now is that 60.5 from Nathaniel Bell.
There we go. .578 for Casey Howell. That's a fifth place time right now on course 2. And it looks like Kyle Risley on the line. Kyle out there in the danger zone. Oh. Dang it. Come on.
We have another axle bite the dust.
I thought maybe for a minute, but I think they're all turning. Yeah, I think they're all turning. There we go.
Oh, yeah, that right front is toast.
That's a 109.556 with a broken axle. For Kyle Risley. Got Madison King sitting in that race line starting gate.
So far, so good, Madison.
And keeping it together. Nice smooth run.
The main time that she needs to beat right now is an 81 from Nathan King.
From Nathan King, her brother.
That's the most important thing that she needs to beat right now.
See what she can do here. Oh, oh. There we go.
.775 from Madison King. Nicely done. Looks like we've got Gary Nash on the line now. Here's some of our bouncers getting fired up, moved around.
Mr. Nash out on course right now. And they built this over like the last couple months, like a real short time frame. And he used to have the green buggy on like 35s. Again, you almost have to stop there and get lined out for it.
Did he miss his turn?
Scott, grab that drone at the top of the hill. Grab that drone at the top of the hill, Scott.
There we go. Heck yeah.
There it is. Nicely done, Gary.
You can see he's having trouble with the steering. They broke a steering, hit the ram earlier, and it said it reset, and he had to fight steering the whole first time. He said they're looking at possibly going full hydraulic steering after this. He was talking a little bit during the break about how much he had to fight the steering.
I've got somebody got a hand on it. What do you want to do? All right, Scott, can you put it on the ground? Let me see if you can take off for a second. Be clear of it. Let me know when you're clear of it on the ground. All right, go ahead. Right. All right, you got anybody up there that can run down the hill with it? Yeah. Yeah, let me get this thing down.
1:31.768 was Gary Nash's time. We are going to take a quick break, do a little rescue operation for our drone up on the hill, and then we'll be right back to wrap up UTV Bounty Course 2.
There's only one tire brand that can call itself legendary. Rebirthed from the depths of Baja and representing decades of racing heritage, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. This dominating tire is purpose-built for thrill seekers everywhere. The new Baja Legend MTZ. It's time to get what you really want in a tire. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound for enhanced wet performance. PowerPly 3-ply construction for sidewall protection and responsive handling. Improved 4-pitch side biters for bold looks and off-road grip. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. Gear up and roll with the American mud terrain legend, the Baja Legend MTZ.
Don't let waiting in line for service sideline your machine. Eliminate the wait and save money by doing it yourself. AMSOIL makes it simple, with oil change kits that include exactly what you need in one convenient package. Choosing the right kit is also simple. Just plug your ride into the Shop by Vehicle tool at AMSOIL.com and have your kit delivered right to your door. Get the protection you demand and the performance you deserve. Order now at AMSOIL.com.
All right, folks, we are back. We've got about 5 drivers left for Course 2 of UTV Bounty. Looks like Brian Smith on the line now. Brian had a second-place time on Course 1. Time to beat right now is a 60.5 from Nathaniel Bell.
Here we go.
try that again. Wait, tree.
Dang it.
That tree has caused some problems this
has.
weekend. That
It
particular tree.
I like this nice winding roundabout on top, like versus that hairpin we had earlier at the top of this hill.
Yeah, no rear steer required
Yeah,
this
for
time.
you, yeah. You can see how they're kind of just hopping around on some of those pitches you have to the right and pitches to the left. So there we go. See what his time is going to be. That's a 78.863 for Brian Smith. Dude, we've seen quite a few of our UTV Bounty guys go out and just send it today. We had some really quick times.
Yeah, our bounty class has been doing a great job with this course.
Yeah. I'm really interested to see what our bouncers do now that we've had such kind of smooth runs through the UTV Bounty. Got Max Lawrence sitting in that race line starting gate. Max raced with us yesterday as well. Did a great job. Kind of makes me giggle a little bit. We had last year where we had like eight entries in UTV Bounty, but 5 were late entries because they wanted to make sure they could keep the buggy together on the first day.
No, we had a full roster from the get-go this time. Everybody's ready to come out and do some bounty racing. Max, unfortunately, was, I think, our only DNF on course 1. He got hung up on the big hill back here and needed some assistance to make his way down from it. No such problems this time, though. He's tearing through the course.
There we go. See what Max's time's going to be.
.691 for Max Lawrence. Nathaniel Bell still hanging on to the lead. He was our first driver out on course 2, and so far nobody has been able to knock him from that top spot with that 60.5. Cooper Bentley close behind him with a 61, and then Martin Stewart with a 62. Looks like Jesse Riley on the line now.
If you can put it down where you're at, Scott, put it down where you're at, I think we can take off.
All right, folks, before we finish up Bounty Course 2, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back to wrap it up after this.
Jeeps are crafted, designed, and built for off-road. But what if you give them more power, torque, capability? Edelbrock's newest supercharger system for JL, JT, and JK Jeeps gives you the edge you've been looking for. The trail doesn't take it easy, so why should your Jeep? Supercharge your Jeep for improved capability, power, while keeping your warranty and trust in your vehicle intact. Born for the trail. Now evolved to be the best. Edelbrock Superchargers. Add the power your Jeep's been missing.
We are back with Jesse Riley on the line. Send him.
Man. They're taking some serious hits in this bounty class on that rock pile. And I'm pretty sure that's a GoPro hanging out the passenger side of their window. That's a very dangerous place to have a GoPro.
Oh, no. Looks like we're getting an assessment.
Yeah.
Everybody look at Cooper's fancy new fire suit.
Very, very cool. So it looks like they're able to get him off the course. I think he was able to start it there for a second. See what he's doing. I seen Keith backing up, so I was like, I think they're going to be able to get it off there.
If I text you later, they'll save us a table for a bunch of people.
All right. Last UTV is what I'm hearing on the radio.
Scott Farner on the line, and he is going to wrap up our UTV bounty class.
There we go. Nice smooth run going here. Yeah, it shows. I love that angle. Kind of shows how steep that hill really is. There we go. Waiting on that time. That's a 66.991.
For Scott Varner.
Looks like we're got our bouncer pulled up. That's Connor Flynn and Bullzilla. I can hear a couple of them getting fired up. There's our top 5 right there. Nathaniel Bell sitting in first. Austin Tidwell sitting in second. Michael Bynum sitting in third. Riley Pete sitting in fourth. And Casey House sitting in fifth. But again, all of our UTV guys, shout out to them. They had great times, had great finishes, had nice smooth runs. I mean, really, I think it's been a while since we've had a UTV bounty class go that smooth and that flawless. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're back with our second round of bouncer action right after this.
Jeeps are crafted, designed, and built for off-road. But what if you give them more power, torque, capability? Edelbrock's newest supercharger system for JL, JT, and JK Jeeps gives you the edge you've been looking for. The trail doesn't take it easy, so why should your Jeep? Supercharge your Jeep for improved capability, power, while keeping your warranty and trust in your vehicle intact. Born for the trail. Now evolved to be the best. Edelbrock Superchargers. Add the power your Jeep's been missing.
Welcome back, everybody, to Day 2 of the NRRA season opener here at Windrock Park. This weekend presented by Mickey Thompson Tires and Wheels. And we're on course 2 for the bouncers. We are just about ready to start sending them off the line. First, we do want to take a look and kind of refresh our memories from course 1 and look over our top 10 and see how things ended up after course 1. Let's take a look at that leaderboard now. Tim Cameron had the fastest time, followed by Bubba Bacon, Wade Good, Dan Bowman, and Brandon Davis were your top 5.
Dustin Medley, Chris Grigg, Dex Browder, Daniel Heckley, and Clay Kaysen rounded out that top 10.
Matt, you have any predictions as we move into course 2?
I said the top 5 is going to be a dogfight. Top 10 is going to be very competitive. Shout out to my boy Chris Grigg for battling all the way up there. Again, it was awesome to see him in that top 10, just, screaming with the little buggy that can, that orange monster out there. I'm really excited about Timmy being on the top podium. I mean, we thought that was going to go well, so, it's obviously no shock to see that, but we'll see how the second half goes. Nick was talking to him. He had some mechanical issues. That's why he had such a horrible run on the first one. So I think you're going to see him come down and lay out a really quick time on that second course.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of redemption.
Yeah, I think Wade's going to step up a little bit. Little Tim, I think you're going to see him push a little harder too again.
How about Cody Kaysen running for Dex Browder?
Yeah, definitely. No surprise to see him up there. Does very well in the UTV class, so I think that would transition over very well with that new buggy. And again, with the new buggy, you never know how that's going to shake out. Cody and Clay both racing this weekend in the bouncer class, which is awesome to see, and we appreciate that. Very, very cool. So the Kaysen brothers racing bouncers, and I think that was no stranger to anybody because those guys are both just monsters in a UTV, so I think it transitioned well. But I have no predictions. I'm excited to watch like everybody else. So fingers crossed. I think it's going to go smooth. We saw the UTVs get some decent times, so I think it's going to see some decent times. So I predict it's going to be some quick times like the UTVs.
Yep.
Anybody starts pushing too hard, you may have some issues.
We'll see what happens. I know that we've got Connor Flynn on the line, so let's head to the line and see what he's about to do.
Here we go. Nice big long climb, nothing crazy.
Yeah, after watching our UTV Bounty class run this course, Matt, I think we're going to see it's going to be a fast one for the bouncers.
Yeah. Nice smooth run there. There we go. See what that time's going to be. .513 for Mr. Connor Flynn, that Bullzilla. So what's going to be our fastest time? We know a 65 is capable. Again, that was a nice smooth run. Do you think we're going to break 60s?
Yep, I think we will.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm excited to see. Got Daniel Heckley sitting in that race line starting gate.
I don't think Daniel checked up one bit for that rock pile. Whoa!
Oh, no! Dang it. I did not see him putting that back on all fours. Dang it.
He flipped himself up the hill.
Yeah. Which we saw him do that same thing at finals at Wildcat. Again, do the same thing, or middle of the season last year. Man, you hate to see that. Dang it.
He came in a little hot.
Yeah.
Hit that ledge and started bucking.
Again, coming around that first jump, a little spicy. I mean, his entire run, I feel like, was an Amsoil action shot.
Matt, I think we're going to be seeing more of this, not only today, but for the rest of the season, as all of these drivers are just aiming to be as competitive as possible. They know that they are going to have to push it as hard as they can and hit that fine line between super fast and
upside down.
Upside down.
I think you're very right. I think I hit the nail on the head there, Bree. Again, I think, to be that real fast driver on edge, I think you're going to have to see some guys really kind of send it. Look at that. Look at these beasts trying to flip it back over.
Halfway there, fellas.
I love that Daniel's still in the buggy.
It was a valiant effort, guys.
For real. All right. Why we get Daniel put back on all fours. We're going to take a quick commercial break. I'll be back with tons of rock bouncer action right after this.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
Waiting in line for service sideline your machine. Eliminate the wait and save money by doing it yourself. AMSOIL makes it simple with oil change kits that include exactly what you need in one convenient package. Choosing the right kit is also simple. Just plug your ride into the Shop by Vehicle tool at AMSOIL.com and have your kit delivered right to your door. Get the protection you demand and the performance you deserve. Order now at AMSOIL.com.
Love that behind the scenes, checking out some of the cool, fun high life here. Again, I think they're getting all the rock bouncers put back on. I hear it getting fired up, so no, Daniel's about to get off the course. Tough break for Daniel Heckley. Again, coming up there, just hit that ledge. Just momentum, I think, kind of carried him over. Started off with an AMSOIL action shot automatically.
Sure
launching
did.
into the air, put it on two wheels down here, and then couldn't quite get it back all up there. Unfortunately, not the run he was hoping for. And again, a crazy way to kick off our second course here, our season opener of the National Rock Racing Association at Winrock, presented by Mickey Thompson Tires.
Boy, he came out swinging for sure.
He sure did. He was flying. That would have been definitely a top run. Unfortunately, not able to keep it on all the tires and got flipped back over. But definitely hate to see that. But the Heckley Racing crew, I know Daniel's daughters do a lot of racing in our youth program. So
yeah, they did a great job.
Shout out to all of our racers out here racing under the Heckley name. We appreciate them. So it sounds we're about to get course clear.
Yeah, we've got Chris Grigg on the line now.
Heck yeah. All right, Chris Griggs. Getting him and a buddy come out here, do that long haul. They're coming out of that North Carolina area, near where Justin Wills lives. Just a wide open design chassis.
Okay, yeah, I see, Scott. So let me
getting our recovery crew all back in place. Again, shout out to our viewers online watching us. We appreciate you tuning in. Power Sports World TV. Appreciate of our people tuning in from all over the globe watching us. We love you guys. As well as our spectators here in the stadium, or here in the off-road park. I watch the stadium racing.
The natural stadium.
Yes, the natural stadium. Here we go. Chris running a supercharged LS engine. Oh, no! Oh! Dang it!
What's happening out here?
Dang it. And you heard him.
Okay, I'm having some flashbacks to watching Chris do this another time, except he was able to kind of Bobby Tanner it last time and end up on all four.
Man.
That is not...
not
going to be happening
bummed.
this time. Man, we hate to see that for Chris.
Dang it. Again, Chris, heck of a driver, was sitting in like the top 10 for the day, trying to come out and go fast, and unfortunately just had a little too much on that corner. Man.
Let's check out our AMSOIL action shot.
So they get that buggy flip back over. Again, coming around that corner, carrying quite a momentum. You can see it just kind of started bicycling a little bit and just couldn't quite get it back on all fours. Man, he's bummed.
Lost an axle, too.
Man. Again, shout out to Chris Grigg. Did a heck of a job. Had a long drive here, but unfortunately not able to get a finish out of that second course here at the season opener. Man, you hate to see that for Chris again.
Man, I sure do.
Heck of a driver. You hate to see that. Such a bummer. But, dang it. Dang it. Again, 3 drivers in, 2 DNFs. And 2 guys I wouldn't thought you'd saw a DNF from.
Yeah, I really have no idea how the rest of course 2 is going to go today, Matt. They're keeping us guessing, that's for sure.
All right, Cooper Bentley in a rental here. See what he's going to do. Mr. Chocolate Milk himself.
Nice.
Nice smooth run going here. There we go, Cooper. Ooh. There we go.
And in a rental.
Yes, in a
rental.
rental.
Not bad, not bad. He must have had some chocolate milk with his lunch.
Yeah.
.026.
Wow.
For Cooper Bentley. That will be the time to beat right now on course 2. Scott Lemon sitting in that race line. Starting gate.
Scott Lemon, a throwback driver here.
I think everybody being a little extra careful on this corner now.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Wow, he is blasting up the hill.
He is just getting squirrely up there.
I think that tree just saved him at the top, too.
Yeah.
Wow.
He just found the gas pedal.
Yeah. Absolutely out there just sending it.
Talk about the skinny pedal.
I mean, just pinballing from side to side.
That's all he did was hold his praise, son. God damn it. He didn't run the rest of it fast, but he did that part.
There we go. Carrying those rear wheels down.
All right, what a run from Scott Lemon.
See what that time is going to be. That's a 73.483 for Scott Lemon. Again, very exciting ride. That uphill was just kind of pinballing from side to side. I think this is Clayton Smith.
Clayton Smith is on the line, and before we send him, we've got a quick video we want to share with you guys. So this is the onboard from his race at Wildcat last year.
He lost brakes. He tried to stab the gas and straight the buggy out, which is essentially the best thing you can do in that scenario. Unfortunately, it took a bad bounce and just had a really violent rollover there.
But yeah, man, we are so glad to see him here. He's recovered and back in the driver's seat, and we caught up with him for a quick interview as well. Want to share that with you guys?
Hey, welcome back. Everybody's been praying for you. You had a successful comeback from your injury. Now getting ready to start 2026. Different platform. What's it going to be like?
Oh, it's going to be interesting. I mean, getting used to a different kind of buggy, different style, and try to get faster and faster. Everything's feeling pretty good as of right now.
Hill 1 went good, so what's your aspects for Hill 2? What are we going to do?
I guess send it.
Here we go with the send it. Y'all stay tuned.
All right. Yeah, great, awesome to see him get caught back up with him. And again, very, very cool to see him in the buggy racing with us again. And they talked to him about, what you're planning on doing. He said, I'm planning on having fun. We'll see how it goes. So,
no, what I heard was he said he's going to send it.
you can see how those ruts are just getting grooved in down there. There we go. Jumping out the top. Yeah, right here, this big drop off. You can see all the back tires kind of just carrying down.
Woo! Man, awesome run from Clayton Smith, the Tyrant. .671 for Clayton.
All right, we got Kenneth Cozine sitting in that race line starting gate. Kenneth got this build done about halfway through last year. Got everything dialed in, so I think he's going to be very competitive with it this season.
Oh. I don't even know what just happened, Matt.
Yeah, it looked like he just came around the corner. He made a big swinging turn, and then looks like, okay, they're saying the hose came off, which would make sense since he lost steering. Again, unfortunately, lost steering, so was not able to steer, trying to keep it on course, but unfortunately not going to be the run he wanted. Man, dang it.
All right. Do we have an AMSOIL action shot? Let's check it out.
Coming out, I mean, you can see him just mashing the throttle, speeding out of there. You can see him start turning here. I'm not sure exactly where the hose came off at, but right there, it looks like he kind of just keeps turning.
You can see it's smoking.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow, yeah.
There's some weird stuff going on.
Yeah.
Today. We watched Jamie Whitehead's rear end of the buggy just totally detached. I don't even know what just happened to poor Kenneth. We've had 2 rollovers.
Yeah. Again, not in areas
Things
I think
are getting
guys
crazy out
yeah.
here.
You can see Kenneth using the rear steer there, trying to keep it going. Looks like Keith's going to get him pulled off the course. All right. While we get Kenneth Cozine pulled off course, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
These UTV guys have been pushing the limits for years, and we are keeping up with them, providing them the strongest axle on the planet. Our UTV line uses all 300M components, high-temp synthetic moly grease, to handle the abuse of these short courses or long desert races, whatever these guys are doing. They've been pushing the limits, and we've been keeping up. So the years of development for the Pro Series line with our 300M, we have learned so much. We've taken that technology and we've taken the things out of it that make it, absolutely the strongest, and made it the strongest in class for trail use. And we've come out with a Trail Series axle. And that axle is going to be 4340 chromoly steel, all US made, and it is going to be the best in class for your trail. So you don't necessarily have to get the Pro Series. If you're not out here racing, if you don't have 300 horsepower hill killing with these guys, you can get a Trail Series RCV axle and go out and cruise with your buddies with peace of mind that you're not going to break. So for everything UTV, visit us at rcvperformance.com. And for Trail Series, find us at trailseriesaxle.com.
All right, we're back with Ethan Jones sitting in that race line starting gate. Again, we've had some weird rollovers, some weird fluke things happen. Again, Kevin Kogan breaking a steering line, so hopefully we can have a nice smooth run here with Ethan.
Man, I don't know if it's because it's the first race of the season. Everyone's pushing a little hard, a little eager to, be laying down those fast times, or if it's the new buggies and the kinks getting worked out, all of the above. But we have been seeing a few more DNFs than we're used to today in our bouncer class. At least for these courses.
Yeah. Again, like I said, it's after our side-by-sides went through, I was really kind of surprised we had this much trouble out of the bouncer class so far. But ooh. All right, here we go.
.408 for Ethan Jones. All right, thank you, Ethan, for not doing anything weird.
Resetting
during
everything.
Your run. A little palate cleanser there.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Cody Kaysen running for Dex Browder. This buggy doing double duty today.
Definitely taking some abuse. Here, I'm feathering that throttle coming down.
I was going to say, is that Tim Cameron on
Yeah.
my gas pedal or Cody Kaysen?
He's flying through there.
Oh, no.
Dang it.
That's all right. Shouldn't cost him too much.
No. Woo! There we go. See what that time's
Nice
going to
run.
be. That's a 63.743 for second place. That was Cody Kaysen running for Dex Browder. Getting good enough for second place right now.
Yeah, he's right behind Cooper Bentley. Cooper had that 62. Cody now with a 63, and both of them in the same buggy.
Yeah, Connor Flynn sitting in third, Ethan Jones sitting in fourth, and Clayton Smith sitting in fifth place. And a guy who's looking to change that is Mr. Little Tim Bacon sitting in that race line starting gate.
About to get rowdy up in here. Too rowdy.
Too rowdy almost. Again, he is definitely going to come and try to shake up that apple cart with his big block engine.
Whoa.
Ooh.
That was I don't want to hit the tree.
Yeah,
move right there, and it worked.
And again, you can see a lot of the guys are having that rear end kind of donkey kick over to that tree, kind of almost throwing them sideways up there. Man, listen to that big block roar. Oh, no, no. Ooh. There we go.
Woo, all right. Come on now, little Tim. Our nerves are already on edge today. You can't be tagging trees like that.
I know.
.776. Looks like a fourth place time right now. We got Dan Bowman on the line. And we did catch up with Dan Bowman after course one. Let's see what he had to say about his run.
Here we are, Dan Bowman, starting the 2026 season off. It's a familiar buggy to some folks, but it's new to you. So tell us about how round one went.
So round one was good. Buggy's feeling really good. We got her dialed in. Everything on it's just working flawlessly. So, I mean, there's no complaints there. Yeah, I feel at home in it. So we're going to see what we can do here in round two.
All right, here we go. Clock is hot. Getting that independent front suspension. Let's see what he can do with that. You can see those ruts kind of just bouncing around down there. Whoa! Yeah, it looks like that front right might not be pulling. Got to get a good shot, see what's going on with it. Here we go. There we go, out the top. Get a nice, easy run.
Way to stick with it, Dan.
Yeah. There we go. Good finish. Even with a broken buggy.
That's an extra independent front end now. That axle said, I'm gone.
Yeah.
With a 131.540 for Dan Bowman.
All right. We caught up with Wade Good earlier this week. They had a chat about that new buggy earlier today after first course, and we had a little chat with him again. He is racing a new chassis he's super excited about, that Reject Fab chassis. Here we go. We'll check this out.
Had to catch up with last year's champ. Listen, race 1 here at Windrock. We've got round 1. So far, I know you're in 3rd place, so is that where you want to be? Is that where we need to be? You got 2 other guys got brand new buggies also, so round 2 should be interesting.
Oh, yeah. I'm happy with 3rd. You know, we had a big mistake, probably cost us 5 or 6 seconds, 4 at least. So I think I'm 6 seconds behind Timmy after that, so I'm not mad. We're sitting good. It's a long season, first hill, so we're going to come out on hill 2 and try to get the top spot.
Tell me a little bit about this buggy. I know it's brand new. I've seen one video, so that means you ain't run it but once. I know everybody in the world has been wanting to see it. Tell us about this new Reject Fab buggy.
No, it's awesome. I love it. It holds the ground really good. Still got some work to do. Shock tuning, gearing. You know, it's a little off, but can't complain. It's really good.
Well, I can't wait to see what we got for the rest of the season. Y'all stay tuned.
All right. Wade Good on the line. Clock is hot.
Wade had a 3rd place time on course 1. Putting his new infamous buggy to the test out here this weekend. No, I watched his debut walk-around video that he did. And, Matt, did you see that jump?
Yeah.
Wade launched like 100 feet.
I was pretty terrified, and I was watching the video.
Oh, that was insane. This buggy's packing a little more horsepower than I think Wade has been used to over the last couple seasons of racing. And he's putting it to good use out here. Let's check that time.
That's a 55.949 for Wade Good. A 55.949. Again, I know the next couple guys are definitely going to try to change that, though. That fastest time, I think the next 5 guys are definitely going to try to upset that apple cart. Wade Good sitting in that number 1 spot right now. Kier Bentley sitting in 2nd. Dex Browder Stunt Double sitting in 3rd. Connor Flynn in 4th. And Little Tim Bacon rounding out our top 5.
Then we've got Ethan Jones in 6th, Clayton Smith, Scott Lemon, Dan Bowman, and Daniel Heckley finishing out our top 10. We are halfway through course 2 for the Mickey Thompson Bouncer class. And Jesse Phillips leaving the line now.
Whipping around there in that rear steer. Oh, wow. Hit that tree and like he broke it.
Took it like a champ.
Yeah.
is Jesse's first year racing in the bouncer class. He was racing UTVs with us last year. In his new Outplayed Reject Fab buggy.
I like that. Outplayed.
As long as he doesn't get outsmarted.
Yeah.
Or outdriven.
Yeah. All right.
$77.050 for Jesse Phillips.
All right. We got Mr. Tim Cameron sitting in that race line starting gate. He did have the fastest time on course 1. Right now, Wade Good is sitting on the fastest time on course 2. Is Timmy going to be able to power that new machine, that 100 shots reloaded, up into that number 1 spot?
He's got to beat a 55.9 right now.
Ooh. Here we go. Nice smooth downhill.
That was a really quick transition.
That was. Here we go.
That was a smoking fast run.
55.912. Just barely squeaked out Wade.
Wade had a 55.949. Timmy now with a 55.912.
Wow. Just barely squeaked him out.
Matt, you know, I'm so glad to see that Timmy is finally getting comfortable in his buggies and able to lay down a fast time. You know, he's been struggling for so long.
Yeah.
That it's just nice to see him doing well out here today.
All right, I'm going to hop out of the booth. Tripp's going to hop back in here. We'll see you guys here in a little bit.
I know who's my stake.
We've got Bubba Bacon on the line. Tripp Pullen joining me up here in the booth while Matt gets ready to go race.
So Bubba was in the pits earlier. I was talking to him, and he was like, I don't know, I'm so old now. I've been out 5 years. Do I have it still, Tripp? And I was like, man, it's like riding a bike. You don't miss it. And look, he was in second place.
Yeah, what?
I went by him a while ago, and I smiled, and I looked at him. He said, yeah, I still got it.
Yeah, I still got it.
He said, yeah, I still got it. So what do you think he's going to do here? He's sitting in second.
You know, Tripp, based on how the rest of the day has gone so far, I have absolutely no clue.
I'm going to say he's
It's been all over the place today.
I'm going to say he's going to really push and try to keep where he's at.
Oh, absolutely. Right now, Timmy's got a 55.91, Wade with a 55.94.
It's going to be real tight here.
I don't think he's going to be getting between those two, so he's just going to have to shoot straight for
I
breaking that 55.
You know he's wanting to outdo his brother.
First and foremost, yes. Whoa! Flying over that rock pile.
He's got them 40 splines doing work.
Man, it sure doesn't seem like it's been 5 years since we saw Bub out here tearing up the hills, huh, Trip?
No, it hadn't. I'm ready to see all three. I'm ready to see Daddy back, too, in Big Red.
Yeah.
Come on, Bubba.
Nice run. Let's see what he got. .248. That is a third place time right now on course 2. Safe to say he's still got it, Trip.
So it looks like Wade got third on the first hill.
Yep.
Bubba got second, so it's going to be one of those tiebreakers there as of right now.
I think you're right. Although we've got Nick Reich pulling into the line right now.
Here's our top 5. Timmy Cameron, then we got Wade Good, then we got Bubba Bacon, then we got Cooper Bentley, and then that's going to be Cody Clayson.
Yeah. Fordzilla. Nick Reich battled it out with Wade Good last season and was able to take home the second place spot for the year. I think he was having some mechanical issues or something, I heard, on course 1. Yeah. Didn't quite get the run that he wanted out of it.
Right.
But this is looking a little more like the Nick that we're used to seeing out here on the hills.
It's always good when you see him 100% out here. Come on, Nick. I know him and his crew had a long drive getting here.
They have a long drive getting anywhere that we race. Come all the way from Sheldon, Wisconsin to race with us.
Oh, yeah.
Nice run. That's what we're used to seeing from Nick.
Oh, yeah.
.883 for Nick Reich. That's a third place time right now on course 2. Pushing Bubba down to 4th.
They're shaking them up.
You guys might have noticed that little tree at the top of the course that got knocked over. They're trying to decide if they need to go up there and
a lot of them have
drag it out of the way or not.
Nick finally got it down.
It finally gave up.
Yep. Here goes Jake Storks and this Jake Pike buggy. I'm ready to see Jake back, too. I know he's...
Yeah. We'd really be having a reunion out here then.
Ain't no doubt. You can tell the crowd stayed all day, too. It's been beautiful weather all day. We might be missing this rain.
Yeah, well, I don't think we could have had any better weather this weekend here at Windrock.
We have definitely had a good time.
This is about as good as it gets for spectating and racing. It's not too hot, not too cold.
Not too windy, not too dusty.
Yep. Not muddy. We got clock is hot for Jay Storts.
Oh, yeah. those OR eye stripes looking good.
Jay is part of the Perryville Mafia. Come out of Perryville, Missouri to race with us.
Every time I walk by that, all his family over there, I've ate all day every time I pass by.
That is the place to go if you need to be fed, that's for sure. Jay with a nice clean run.
Oh, yeah.
$71.409 for Jay Storts.
Can Go Russ lay a heater down here and check up the top three?
I don't know, man. I feel like anything is possible today, Trip.
I must say, Medley's ready to throw a heater down.
Take a quick look at our top 10 right now. Tim Cameron hanging on to the lead, followed very closely by Wade Good. Then we've got Nick Reich in third, Bubba Bacon fourth, and Cooper Bentley fifth.
Then we got Cody Clayson sixth, Connor Flynn seventh, Tim Bacon eighth, Ethan Jones ninth, and Kalen Smith round out the top 10.
Just about 5 or 6 drivers left, guys. This is course 2 for the Mickey Thompson Bouncer Cup. And we are winding down for the day.
Remember when this buggy would take off and just blow the tents
Yes.
and everything everywhere? Go Rush has been around a couple years now, you know it?
Yeah, it's getting on up there now.
Track's held up phenomenal today too. You know, nothing's just got crazy rutted out. It's been a good racetrack all day long.
It really has. I wasn't sure how these ruts were going to go when everything was looking so loose yesterday. $64.482 for Dustin Medley. That brings us to Brandon Davis.
Oh, yeah, Cheryl's husband. And this UFO buggy.
Brandon had a 5th place time on course 1. See what he can do about course 2 now. He's going to have to break a 55.9 if he wants to get on top.
Look how smooth that was. These choice of tires are really paying off for Brandon.
Yeah. Kind of customized for the terrain today. You know, it's important to make sure you're wearing the right shoes for the activity trip.
Ain't no doubt about it. Smooth run for Brandon.
Very smooth. I mean, we don't call him Mr. Consistency for nothing, though.
Wow.
59.034. And that's a fourth place spot right now. Take a look at our top 5 now. Timmy, Wade, and Nick still in our top 3 position, and then we've got Brandon Davis in 4th and Bubba Bacon in 5th. Brandon with that 59.0 and Bubba with 59.2.
It's tight.
I don't know how these guys do it. But it happens almost every time, which is the crazy thing.
Ben Driscoll. Flat made concrete. He's flying. He's going to have a good time.
Nice run. That's a 60.355 for Ben Driscoll. And we've got Matt Holt in the race line starting gate now.
Let's see if Matt can throw a heater down for us right quick. He's been running this chassis for a while though, you know.
Yeah, this is a 2017 High Society build. He calls it hyperactive. Matt would like to give a shout out to Mickey Thompson Tires, ADS Shocks, Warren Winch, Holly Off-Road, Raceline, Vision X, Icebox Performance, Apex Wraps, and High Society Off-Road for supporting his race program.
That's what it takes out here. You got to have some people to stand behind you.
Yep. A little fun fact you guys might not know about Matt. I actually did not know this about Matt. He likes to play chess.
Wow. Okay.
And I did know this, and collect Legos.
I can see that.
I wonder if Matt has a Lego rock bouncer. Do they make those? They should if they don't. Through the finish line, let's check his time.
That's a 94.627. 94.627 for Matt Holt.
That brings us down to our last two drivers. in the unlimited bouncer class. Blake Harity on the line.
There's another Jake Pike build here. These old ruts are getting wore in, but it's just keeping them bouncing side to side there.
Good run from Blake Harity. With a 74.288. Clay Kaysen on the line, and he is going to wrap up the unlimited bouncer class.
And his brand new debut chassis here, retirement plan. I love that purple and white. Come on, Clay. For it to be fresh out of the box, it's made a good debut.
It sure has. I think the Kaysen brothers might be a little bit of trouble for the rest of the.
They're gonna be hard to handle.
Rest of the pack here this season.
Oh yeah.
They better watch out.
That's a 59.894. 59.894.
Nice run from Clay Kaysen.
Yes, it was. His father-in-law ought to be proud.
I'm sure he will be, and I'm sure he's also glad that Clay's run
he's
did
not
not end
working
up
on
like
that.
his own. Let's take a quick look at our top 10 from Course 2. Tim Cameron with that 55.91, and then Wade Good with the 55.94. Nick Reich in third, Brandon Davis fourth, and Bubba Bacon fifth.
Then we got 6th, Clay Kaysen. 7th, Ben Driscoll. 8th, Cooper Bentley. 9th, Cody Kaysen. And 10th, Dustin Medley.
Awesome racing from our unlimited bouncer class. We do have, let's see, our limited bouncer, Chris Clements, is going to make his second run for today. Clock is hot. Let's send him.
Oh, yeah.
Chris making his way around the course with a nice smooth run here. Safe to say, with a run like this, he is going to end up on top of the podium. .985 for Chris Clements. And that wraps up our limited bouncer class and wraps up our weekend here at Winrock. Man, what an awesome time of racing for our season opener. I mean, I don't think we could have asked for any better. We had great racing action. We had some exciting carnage. We had beautiful weather, an awesome crowd of spectators. Tripp, what are your thoughts on the weekend?
Hey, I'm glad this one's under our belt. It's always good to get the first race out. Clyde and his job, you know, it's hard. He's got a huge group. Everybody did what they're supposed to do today.
Yeah.
Now we're off in about 3 weeks to Wildcat in Kentucky, and it's going to be an awesome venue and place to get these race cars back out there and sling some dirt.
Yeah, Wildcat is always a fun time. Let me get that date for you guys real quick. That is going to be March 27th and 28th in Wildcat for our next race. As always, you can head to nationalrockracing.com to check out our calendar of events for the rest of the season. And if you think that you might want to come out and get in the driver's seat, you can sign up. You can find all the safety requirements and the things for each class on there. And come on out and join in the fun. We'd love to have you. Thanks for tuning in with us today on Hillside Live and our online audience on Rock Racing TV, our television audience on Power Sports World. Thank you to Mickey Thompson for presenting this weekend and all of our sponsors for being the village that helps us do what we do here with the NRRA. And thank you to the team here at Winrock Park for doing an awesome job hosting us this weekend. Any last thoughts, Tripp?
Be at the next one.
Yeah, be
Don't
there
miss.
or be square or join us here on Hillside Live. Thanks, guys. We'll see you then.